Hi everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls. It is Tuesday. I had to think about what day it was. So I want to do some very easy go-to dinner that will feed my family, and I'm going to show you what we're having for dinner tonight. I thought I would make some Parmesan Crusted Chicken and some vegetables. So I need to admit something. I don't usually use powdered Parmesan. So here's the funny part. We had lots of those packets of Parmesan that I just opened up and put them in a bowl. So we're gonna use those because they were just, we hadn't had them for a long time, but I needed to get rid of them. So here we go. Let me show you. What I'm doing right now is just trimming some chicken breast. So I know it's probably icky for a lot of you, because it is kind of to me, is to touch chicken breasts. But these are, I'm doing it quickly, rinsing them off, things like that. And I'm just trimming it up, and I want them nice and thin. So I'm just gonna trim it in half. You can pound them out if you would rather do that, but I kind of like having smaller pieces to deal with because, you know, that way the kids can have their own and be done with it. So you can see here now I have some nice thin slices and they're ready to go. So I have an egg mixture going, and I'm gonna be putting some seasonings like salt and pepper and some garlic. And before someone mentions it, yes, I know I have a black mark on my arm. When I was getting the gas a little while ago, the cap dropped and I had to go under the car. That's just been my day. I'm sure these people that were pulled up next to me were like, what is that lady doing? So that was me. Okay, so I'm just, you know, just doing some salt and pepper, and I have some garlic, and I'm just gonna whisk it. Now, the exact measurements for this is going to be at the end of the video on a recipe card that you could take a snapshot or write it down. It's pretty easy. I like to take snapshots of stuff, so feel free to do that. And I'm just gonna get this whisked, and I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese here and coat it, put it on this plate. So easy. And I am frying it, but we are having vegetables with our dinner tonight. Balance, right? And those are some really thin cut, so it's not going to be, you know, I just try to have some variety with chicken because doing the same stuff is boring, right? So I saw this and I'm like, perfect, doing it, done. Let me bring you closer. Okay, so this is pretty easy. Just dip it in the egg wash, coat it well, put it in the Parmesan, coat it well. And we're going to put it in a frying pan with some butter and olive oil. So good. This Parmesan cheese smells delicious. I mean, it just full of flavor. I can tell that this is already gonna be so good. And I'm making quite the little mess. But I'm all about getting my hands in here just to make it easier. So I'll show you. Nicely coated. Okay, so I'm just gonna get these in the pan. I've done one batch. Gotta get this off here. Again with my fingers. Okay, so I'm also putting these in the oven just for a few minutes just to make sure it's all the way cooked through. And just gonna fry up a little bit, give it a little crust, put it in the oven. Okay, these just came out of the pan, and so I'm gonna put them in the oven so it can cook through a little bit longer. So while the chicken is going, I thought I would just cut up some broccoli and just add a little bit of garlic, some salt, a tiny bit of butter, and mostly just steam it. And to that, when it's about done, I'm going to add some carrots from the freezer and just get that going. I'm still thinking about making some noodles for my youngest son, but we'll see. I just took these out of the oven. So a couple of them down here at the bottom, I didn't have enough Parmesan cheese for, but that's okay. So what I did is just make sure, using my food thermometer, that it's reached 165 degrees, which makes it safe. So if you're also touching raw chicken, you should be washing your hands a lot and using extra hot water to clean your surfaces, which I did. So I'm just gonna kind of let these come a little cooler, and right behind me I have some of that broccoli going. It's super good, and I also have a lot of carrots with it. Like I said, I just added some garlic, a little bit of butter, and some salt. And we're just gonna let that cook through and then dish up. So I wanted to show you before I serve my family, but it smells so good and I can't wait to taste it. Just some veggies, super easy. You know, just kind of, it didn't take that much longer. I started about less than an hour ago, and that was with trimming the chicken and everything. So I probably kept it in the oven about 10 minutes and 10 to 15 minutes, and I just checked it with the thermometer. So like I said, that 10 minutes in the oven made it so that I could make the vegetables. Very easy to me. And shall I try it? Oh my gosh, this is so good. It is. If you like Parmesan cheese, you're going to love this. It has lots of seasoning, lots of flavor. It is just so good. And I hope this is enough for me. So let's see what everybody else thinks. All right, what'd you say, Jonas?
It was so juicy, it's so good.
So good. Should I make chicken like that again?
Yeah.
All right, Ezra, what'd you think?
Good.
You like that? He gets to be pretty picky about seeing chicken on his plate.
Like juicy.
It's juicy? It's funny because the other one said it was juicy. And Daddy?
I've already had a bite. It's really good.
It's really good. Do you think it's kind of salty, or because Parmesan tends to be a little bit flavorful? Is it too much?
No, it's fine.
Like
It'd be good with noodles and marinara sauce.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a good option. So everybody is loving it, and I'm so glad, because sometimes when you're in a rut or you just want to try chicken a different way, this is a good option. So I hope you try it. Let me know what you think. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you along for my YouTube cooking journey, so click subscribe and stick around. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next.